Hello, viewer. It's nice to see you once again. Sorry, the network earlier on was crazy, but right now we have resumed, and the network is now okay. So, welcome on board to the Adolescent Youth SRHR digital platform, which seeks to offer a safe digital space for adolescents and youth to access sexual reproductive health information. As you're well aware, parents are usually not open with regard to matters sex with their children. One of it might be because of the culture. The other thing will be because they are even wondering how they are going even to start the conversation. So we decided that today we are going to bring on board Felix Kamama, who has engaged in this particular sector for years. And he's going to share on how parents can share information with regards to sex, with regards to drug abuse, and all that. So if you haven't yet subscribed to this particular YouTube video, kindly subscribe. Also, kindly, you can even say hello. And even comment and ask us questions. And if you have any questions for Felix, kindly ask, and then we are going to showcase it on the platform. So the reason why I started this Adolescent and Youth SRHR digital platform is because while conducting grassroots activities in both rural and urban areas, I realized that adolescents and youth, most of the sites that they go to are sites like Pornhub, or they just utilize Google so that they can go and access sexual reproductive health information. And I saw that those particular sites are not accurate, all right? Because if you don't take care of your adolescent, if you don't take care of your youth, then by sharing with them information, we are going to be taking them in a rough patch, all right? But if you guide them with the right information and bring experts from different sectors who can speak to them, then that would be helpful. So that is the reason why I decided to start this Adolescent Youth SRHR digital platform, which works under Violet Beauty Foundation, so that we can bring experts who can speak to the youth, who can speak to adolescents, so that even when they go to Google and search for a certain information on YouTube, either on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, they can get access to this video, and they will all the answers that they have will be met. So I'm here to interview now Felix Kamama. Felix, karibu on board, and kindly share with the viewer about your journey with regards to matters adolescent and youth sexual reproductive health.
Thank you so much, Violet. I'm honored to be here. This platform and Felix Kamamo with teenage girls, young women, and also teenage boys, and most with sexual reproductive adolescents for the life skills. And we are talking about the parents, how teenagers, about sex, about drugs. We encourage to and yes. a lot. Now there is a big difference and themselves because most of the to talk about the sex to their teachers, and also most of the facing at home have left everything to the house manager. So when a teenager something sanitary or uh, to do with the PT, about uh, they go through the house, the parents, uh, these things now the house manager. So they don't have time to talk to their teachers. So it has
Okay.
been a
Okay, Felix, kindly maybe you can switch off the camera, your camera. Maybe it's the one that is causing the net to also, for you not to be audible. Kindly
okay.
switch off your camera. Maybe that is so that we can just hear you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Try once again. Okay, yes. Introduce yourself once again.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Working with young mothers, and also in the community at large. Uh, we are talking about the teenagers, both boys and girls, and we know that have been faced, and has been an issue. It has been to the parents and to the society because the teenagers are because things that they are going through. Most of the things that are going through, it is because of their parents, because they don't have time together talk about issues about sex and any other issues affecting the young boys and but the issue about maybe the sex education, the parents have left that responsibility to the teachers, and about issues or they have left that responsibility to the house, and that is a big gap. That is why this mess up every other day we saw what happened to the 14 teenagers caught in party and protected sex. Some were using they were having alcohol, every kind of activities at house. And this is even when they ask for permission to their parents, cannot even inquire more where they are going. Are they safe there? Is there anybody who is maybe getting them there? This is the problem that we have been having. It is a choice that we've made. You know, every choice that we have, there are consequences, and these are the consequences that we can we saw those teenagers they know who were infected. Maybe we are now we are a serious problem with us. Those boys are using the measures that that are by the ministry. They were not. They mask. There were no social distance. Then they're engaging themselves with unprotected sex. And these videos, there is a big between these children and the parents.
Uh-huh. All right. So, Felix,
Yes.
like you had recently the 40 teenagers who
Yes.
were found in a house in Mountain View,
Yes.
and they had engaged in an orgy.
Yes.
An orgy is a situation where you find many people engaging with sexual intercourse at the same time. All right? So they switch partners, and all of them are in the same room. And I'm trying to paint the picture clearly so that even the viewer can be able now to understand. And these are teenagers, age 13 to 19 years of age. And this thing is happening, and the parents are, some of them are even shocked that their kids were victims of this particular, were victims. So, who should we blame in this particular situation? Should we blame the parents because of poor parenting? Who do you think we should blame, Felix?
First, we should blame now the parents because it came from home. And the question that, did their parents know where so these their boys and their girls, where are they? Where was they? This is the trend that we have nowadays, because you cannot allow your girl, you cannot allow your boy who is that age to go up and don't even know where they are going. And so this this is because parenting that
Felix, kindly bring bring your audio close to the speaker, because I think there's an issue with the earphones or something.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't want you to break. Yes?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, now I can hear you. Continue.
Okay, now we are blaming now these parents because of the poor parenting. You as a good parent, you need to know, where is your boy going? Where is the girl going? Is the place where they are going? He said, now these parents allowed their children. We heard some of the teenagers came from some from Machakos. Did their parents knew where they were going? So we are blaming the parents. We are also blaming now the parents who allowed this her heart to be used by these teenagers. She knew, because she even says that she knew, she was aware. The told that he'll be hosting some of the friends, and these are the friends who don't even know one another. The story that they met on social media, and they started planning for this activity. So this is we are blaming all the parents, of these teenagers, and these particular parents who allowed this to happen at her home. So we as parents, we need to sit down, we need to talk, we need to engage ourselves and come to senses and talk and know where they are going.
So as a parent yourself, what do you think is the solution? What should the parents do about this?
Yes, as a parent, we need to have these sessions to at the same time. Sometimes we need to bring these teenagers 1 or 2 occasions, 2 to 3 days, or if the session 2 to 3 days, we can bring these children where they will be together with them and show that we need to be now the children we need to talk, even at home. We need to hear our children. We need our parents. We need to come and talk as friends. The best teacher, the best teacher is a parent. The best teacher is a parent. Not allow your child to taught but anybody else. You yourself. So we need to have sessions. We need to the parents.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. The other thing I'd also like you to talk about is the issue of teenage pregnancy. So recently
Yes.
in Tana River County, a Shamba
Yes.
boy impregnated 3 sisters from the
Yes.
same house. So
Yes.
now, and each of the sisters now bore
Yes.
him twins.
Yes.
So now the parent now has 6
Yes.
grandchildren to take
And
care of,
three
and the
three
parent
daughters.
also has teenagers that he's taking care of. So
Yes.
so this means that, hey, economically, that parent is going to be affected. So can
Yes.
we say that failure of the parent, can we say that if a parent fails now to educate their kids
Yes.
about their sexual health, they're the ones
Yes.
who are going to pay the consequences? Because at the end of the day, the
Yes.
child, an adolescent is still a child and is recognized as a child by the
Yes.
government. So at the end of the day, you find yourself as a parent, if you fail to educate your children about sex, starting
Yes.
to discuss at an early age regarding sex, you're
Yes.
the only one who's going to bear the consequences.
Yes.
Because as we are speaking right now, I think it has reached a time that parents should be open with regard to matters sex, and speak to the adolescents and youth about sex, and tell them
Yes.
that sex is good at an appropriate time. Not now, but you
Yes.
can delay it until an appropriate time. Because right now I'm just concerned about the parents. We hope maybe the reason why maybe the parent did speak to the Shamba boys, maybe because they are rich. All right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he or she didn't see the need to speak to the young girls around regarding sex. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but if now that particular family is poor,
Yes.
now this is
Yes.
another case.
Yes.
So, Felix, you can see now this particular situation. What can you say about it?
What I can say is parents, and especially these parents who are very busy, who are very busy for their children. They're up and down, going to work, leaving their children on their own with the Shaba boy, with the house managers. They they should have time and see on what their children are doing. They should have time to talk to their children, and especially on the issue of sex. They should tell their children that sex, yes, it is good, but at the right time. Do it at the right time. Wait for your time, because you'll have it, and have it, and have it. But no, the parents are not there to tell their children on these issues. They are very busy. Uh, uh, Monday to Saturday, they are on business. They are on working. And on Sunday, they are there. They have this chama. They are going out. They have outdoor. Business. So they don't have time. So they never even know what is going at their home. So what I can say that parents, if you need a good parent, have good parenting skills. need to have to look for time, have children, talk, and then you'll that is when now you'll know you will know what they want. Not even for the rich, even for the poor parents. Please, please do not ignore your children. Maybe a girl needs sanitary pad, but because maybe you have maybe that money to sanitary pad, you are not even that you are turning that girl away. What will happen later? That girl will go and look for someone. In the process, she'll pay for it. That is when now we have the cases of sex for part. We need to listen to our in case maybe in case you see maybe or maybe you find it, talk to an adult, trust adult who can talk to your guy, who can talk to your boys, and they'll be helped. Because as we know, we have so many challenges. The wrong choice, and as we know, every choice has its consequences. So we should not blame maybe or cry later when our children are getting pregnant, when our children are engaging into crime, our children are engaging into drug abuse. We need to have time for children.
All right. So I like the suggestion that you have made, Felix, that if a parent is unable now to doesn't have the strength to talk to their child about sex, they should look for someone who is able to talk on behalf of them.
Yes.
And I think that is a best strategy, because you also find that some parents now take their children to church so that the church can speak to them about these subjects. All right, and some let them allow teachers to also speak to them. But now the problem you find is that currently, even in according to the government of Kenya, even in schools, you find that schools, if you're saying you're going for an outreach in schools, they tell you to go and promote abstinence. Okay? And you don't share with them about sexual like contraceptives for those teenagers who are sexually active. That's why I think that that's why I endorse the government, because they have allowed health centers that are near the community for the adolescents to even go and receive sexual reproductive health information. Like even in our outreach at the grassroots, we also realize that there are teenagers who are on implants. There are teenagers who are on injectables, using injectables. And it is because they have been educated enough to know that this can prevent unintended pregnancy. But at the same time, it's not like they are being, it's not, like the society says that we are encouraging these young girls and boys to engage in sex. But no, it's not that. There are some who are sexually active, and if they are sexually active, then it is good for them now to utilize, to use contraceptives. So Felix, you have been working with the women, with young girls, with the organization Simama na Dada. Kindly share with us, because I remember there's a time I attended your forum in October, and
Yes.
we had brought together parents at the same meeting
Yes.
who
Yes.
also heard what you were teaching the children. So
Yes.
kindly introduce the Mama na Dada initiative so that
Yes.
people can get to know about your work.
Okay. Now, Violet,
Yes.
Mama na Dada, we are mentoring, empowering, and training these girls on productive health, to do life skills, and also giving hope to them, because we realized that these girls have lost hope, and especially this time, we know that they have been at home. They have been, some of them have been loitering up and down, and we have tried to bring these girls together. We have been trying to talk to these girls. We've been trying to mobilize these girls from informal sector. And these are vulnerable girls who even their parents are struggling to put food on the table. So we are there to fill that gap, and we have so many activities that we are doing. We are training these girls. We also engage these girls on outdoors activities like football. We also have indoor activities, they also play sports. They also play badminton, play table tennis, and we also introduce them acting, dancing, and also uh, interactive sessions between themselves. We also, at some point, involve their parents through those activities. Also, when we are with these girls, sometimes we even mobilize. We even mobilize for these girls. We mobilize for what we call dignity pack. Pack that comprises of uh, sanitary pads, tissue paper. This is very vital for these girls. So whenever we mobilize those dignity packs, and whenever we are issuing, whenever we are distributing this dignity pack to all the parents to witness, so also to witness what we've been. They have entrusted us with a girl. We also have a social platform where we engage these parents who what we've been getting from their children when we are in maybe in a training, the challenges that they're facing, what they are hearing from their parents. We also now engage, tell the parents how to, to these issues that they are they just are going through. So we doing this for quite some time, but we depend on their wishes. We have funding. Uh, we are looking for people who are partnering with us. We have a business management who are partnering with us. We have well wishers. Like the other day, we celebrated on, on 10th, we celebrated the International Day for the Girl Child, and we honored uh, by the indigenous leaders, the country leaders, also men and women who donated this dignity pack, and we distributed to these girls. So we are these girls to with their parents, because we are a link between these girls and their parents. We have engaged both parties. Thank you.
All right. All right. So thanks, Felix for attending this broadcast. Thank you for sharing on the work that Simama na Dada does. We as a platform, we have collaborated with them. So during the International Day of the Girl Child, we donated sanitary pads to young girls because the event had brought together 2,000 girls from Dagoretti North and Dagoretti South sub-county. And even Senator Omanga was one of the guests. And Felix has been engaged in actively in reaching out to the adolescents and girls. So we have been also supporting them and collaborating with them through holding mentorship talks with the young girls.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So
yes.
The strategy that we use is we go with we go with the dignity pack, and before they get the dignity pack, they have to undergo that particular training, not training per se, but mentorship session where now we talk to them. So the group that Felix at Simama na Dada works with, he works with single girls who have never engaged in sex, girls who have engaged in sex and are young mothers, and also he also engages with also parents at the same time. So he's a very well-known person in Dagoretti and Dagoretti South and Dagoretti North sub-county. So thank you, Felix, for gracing this particular set, and we look forward to collaborating with you in the future. So viewer, we have come to the end of this broadcast where we hosted Felix Kamamo from, yes, now you can see him. So from Simama na Dada initiative, where he is a co-founder. So you are a co-founder of Simama na Dada. So that means you also have a fellow co-founder. What is the name of the fellow co-founder?
My fellow co-founder is
Sylvia.
We were yes, Sylvia.
Oh, great,
yes,
great.
She's I can say she's a woman who have passion for these teenage girls, and I got and with support from wishers.
All right. So viewer, it's been a pleasure engaging with you today on today's discussion. I know the internet has had issues, but you know, this time of COVID-19, we have to go virtual. So, but thank you for being patient with us, and thank you, Felix, and see you in our next engagement. It was a pleasure hosting you on Adolescent Youth SRHR digital platform. Asante Felix.
Thank you.
Kwaheri.
Kwaheri.